Pleasant good morning to each and every one of you. It's a bright and beautiful Saturday morning in the Twin Island Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, and I am Simone Claxton, President and founder of the Sapphire Miriam Foundation. It's now 10:15 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time, and we welcome each and every one of you here, partners from all across the world, and our young ladies who have come to enrich themselves. Thank you to Aralia, who's behind the scenes supporting. Ah,
Thanks,
another week,
Simone.
another day. You're welcome. It's another week, another day. It's lovely in the south here in Trinidad. It's bright and sunny so far. We've been having a lot of rain. I think there's some kind of, hurricane and stuff in the Caribbean at the moment. So it's been affecting a lot of the islands. Okay, so I firstly thank God for health and strength and life and for being, here in the land of the living yet another day. We'd like to invite someone to say a prayer, quick opening prayer. Any volunteers?
Heavenly Father, we pray to you today for bringing all of us out on this special day and being able to join us live today to hear some positive and inspirational words from all of our members and supporters. We pray that today leaves us on a positive mood and that we shall learn something very useful for future. Amen.
Thank you so much, Melanie. That was wonderful. Thank you.
Amen and amen.
Yes. Amen. Thank you. All right. So we're looking at all our beautiful faces. So we have Deborah in Dominica with us. We have, let's see, our facilitator today, Miss Donna Morton in the USA. Donna joined in early o'clock and was set and ready for you ladies. All right. I see we have Jocelyn and Nathaniel in Dominica. We have Daishal in Grenada. Grenada is in the house. Shadika in Guyana. Hi, Shadika. Right, Shadika and her daughter's joining us. And we have Clarice and Marilee. And where is Cherise?
Miss Simone, my daughter can join just now.
Yes. Right, so we have Clarissa and Marilee. And I guess Cherise is right in the background there, right? Yeah? All right. Aisha, you had a wonderful time at Bouncy Mania.
Yes, miss. It was really
Tell us
fun, but
about
it was a little tiring.
Uh-huh. And I'm sure it was worth it, right?
It was. I love the ball pit also. Everything was really
Yes, it was
fun.
fun. Yes, I had the opportunity to go on, was it Thursday evening, Thursday night I went there. I got there a bit late, but I had a few minutes. It was nice. The slide and the ball pit and the DJ inside of that bouncy castle, it was very unique. Ladies, I can tell you, it was absolutely an amazing experience. I
It
would
really
definitely
was.
recommend. Yeah, you should not miss it. It was really, really, it's so fun. It just gives you that light feeling, You just feel so excited and you just can't help but laugh and have fun. It was really a lovely experience. So,
Did
Aisha,
you
do you
go
want to
through
share
the
your videos?
pardon?
Go ahead. You want to share your videos with us and show us how much fun you had?
I only made like 2 videos, but I could send it in a group
I
chat.
know. Yes, if you don't mind sharing your videos, yes, you could share and show them how much fun you had.
Sure, I'll send it in a group chat.
Yeah. I think we have the video here. You want us to play it? You could get a raga to play it. Show
Sure.
everybody how much fun you had. Yeah, you shy? Aralia, can you pull one of the videos? Just to
I only
show.
sent her one of the videos, which was on the slide, and a picture of me when I
Yes.
was in the ball pit.
Okay, yes. I see the one on the slide. Maybe if Aralia. Aralia, can you pull it up?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you play from your phone, yeah. Just show on the slide. And if you have another one, Aisha, you can send it in the chat so the girls can see. It was a really a lovely experience, honestly. This is Ellen. Hi, Ellen. Okay, now I now understand. Welcome, Ellen. Ellen is in Dominica and she has her own organization and she's doing a lot of work there in Dominica. So we welcome her on board. She does partnerships with Deborah. So thank you for joining us.
Yes,
Ellen, we're looking forward to seeing you.
she's one of our directors in the Caribbean Movement for Peace and Healing, an amazing
Yes.
young lady.
Oh, yes.
We're planning to come to Trinidad for Christmas.
Yes, I was just saying we're looking forward to having Ellen in Trinidad in December. Ladies, it's gonna be an absolutely amazing time. So Arali, you can go ahead and share the clip. Okay.
So that's a little 1 minute video of her in the
Yes.
boat.
And we have the other one. You can't even see her anymore, but she disappeared. Yes. So I try to share your other video with us if you can, okay?
Yes, miss.
Right. So the other person today who will be sharing that experience would be, do we have a Clarice Howard in the house? I see somebody smiling. Congratulations to Miss Clarice Howard, who will be experiencing Bouncy Mania before the end of this month. Clarice, congratulations on your exams. She got 8 1s on her CXC
Whoa.
examinations. Yes, she did a great job. So we want to acknowledge her and congratulate her. Okay. Did we have anybody else writing exams this year? Nobody else? All right. So Clarice and her family will be enjoying Bouncy Mania soon. All right, ladies. So
Thank you, Miss Simone.
you're welcome, Clarice. Without further ado, let's go into the presentation. We'll bring up Donna from the USA, our partner from Women of Culture.
So I just want to welcome. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to go ahead and get started because I know you all have busy lives and lots of amazing things to do on this beautiful day. So my name is Donna Morgan. I'm a mindset and self-development coach out of Orlando, Florida. I also have 2 nonprofit organizations. One is focused on the Caribbean diaspora, and the other one supports women and children that are affected by homelessness, incarceration, and trauma. So that's just a little bit about me. And I have my links. I have Inner Vibes with the Z Consultant I usually write on a daily basis. And then at Women of Culture, Inc., that's the social media handles for the nonprofit. So I'm going to go to the next slide. And I'm just going to run through this. Today, we're going to talk, I balance me. And me, M-E, stands for mind and emotions. So I balance me to elevate me. I balance me to balance my life. So it's kind of like it goes hand in hand, right? There's a spiritual self that we don't really talk about. We always just talk about the physical self. So the spiritual self is or could be called consciousness, could be called mental diet, is what we believe, what we think, and what we feel about ourselves, throughout the day, what we're focusing on consistently. right? The spiritual self is just as important as the physical self. So we have to remember that the spiritual self is just as important as the physical self. So daily, what happens is when we're thinking, we've got this mental diet, just like when we have a physical diet, right? So throughout the day, we're eating, and sometimes we're eating junk, sometimes we're not eating what's good for us. So that's our physical diet. So we're just eating. But also, we have a mental diet, and that's what we're thinking about throughout the day, right? We have to just be more mindful that what we think about each day, what we believe each day, and what we're feeling and speaking over our lives matter. Because in some mysterious way, the energy behind our thoughts, our emotions, our words, it's like it goes out into the earth's energy field and like it connects and brings back, if you've ever heard the term return to sender, or what you sow, you reap, right? So we're sowing with or planting. We all know how to plant flowers or plant seeds. So just think of it as what we're planting in our minds on a daily basis by what we're thinking about, what we're believing little about ourselves, etc. It matters because it's going and it's growing into like a big tree, right? So the physical self is what we see, what we can create, our health, our schedules, etc. But that's the easy part, at least, the balance, because we see it. So today we're going to discuss just practical tools that you can use to brighten, to practice daily and balance your mind. Remember, balance, ME stands for mind and emotions, because we want you to live your best blessed life. I think that's all of our goals, no matter what age. We want to live our best blessed life. So today we're going to talk about 3 practices: mirror talk, gratitude, and affirmations. And as we go to this through this PowerPoint, we're going to be engaging, and I'll be asking you to questions, and may ask you about, affirmations and how's your day going. So just know that it's going to be engaging, okay? So I do want to play a song, which this song is called This Little Light of Mine. So everybody, I think, knows this song. And it resonates with me even at my age. And so it's across the board that we're all light. You are a child of God. I am a child of God. And we're all sparks of God's light. And you're wonderfully and perfectly made. But what happens is, we get a little dim, right? As life goes on, we start from 100 watts. So think of a light bulb. In some parts of your house, you've got a very bright, bright light. You may have a 70, 80 watts. And then in some parts of the house, you've got this really dim light. So that's just, think of us, every single one of us, of light. We're just dimmed in certain ways. Sometimes the light is dimmed because of trauma. Okay, so just let's listen to this song. It's only like a minute plus, and we'll go to the next slide. Now can you all see the beautiful faces that's on this screen now?
Yes, we
Yes,
can.
ma'am.
Okay, so
Yes.
I want you to think of that as all of us. We were all just happy babies, just look at the joy, look at the smiles. We had no problems. That's how we all are. If you sometimes look back at people's baby pictures and you say, what happened to that person? Right? So know that you are a child of God. Again, you are a spark of God's light. Your spirit and body. You were wonderfully and perfectly made, and we were all again born with a soul of light. However, sometimes as life goes on, our spiritual light gets dim. So remember, we talked about the light bulb. So we start out, look, this is definitely 100% watts right here. Bright, bright, bright. And then what happens is, look at that one. When the mind becomes saturated with consistent negative energy, what is that? Negative thoughts, emotions such as we're comparing, we're complaining, fear, jealousy, worry, etc. We become unbalanced. And then our spiritual light goes from that 100 watts to 70, 50, 30. And then we show up like this. Okay? So just think, we're going from this 100. Everything is perfect in life, everything. And then we've got school, we've got family, we've got friends, we've got all these pressures, right? And our light just becomes a little dim. It didn't go away. It's just a little dim. So we just have to understand that sometimes when we see people being grumpy and we see people being upset, and their light is just a little dim right now. And our job is to encourage them, right? So it's not about just encouraging self and balancing self, but if you learn these techniques and you can also teach someone else and just let them know, like, hey, I see that you're showing up to school grumpy every day, but you are light. Sometimes they may look at you a little weird if you tell them that you are a light, because not a lot of people talk like that to say, I'm a light, right? So, but encourage them that you were once 100%, 100 watts. You were once bright, like the baby picture. Look at your baby picture and see you laughing. But with trauma, with life experiences, friends, bullying, stressful schedules, etc., we get a little dim. One of the things that I believe is very important, especially in a world filled with social media, is comparing. We tend to compare our life versus someone else's life. Oh, look at her life. She's there. She's this. She's going here. Look at what she's wearing. And social media just puts that in our face all the time. So then we start to feel a little low, a little stressed out, a little disappointed because my life doesn't look like her life. So we have to be careful. Understand that we can't compare. There's always a healthy side. There's always a positive and a negative with everything. So we can compare, but don't let it take hold of you where it gets you depressed. If you compare, say, wow, I wonder what they did to make their life this way. I wonder what she's doing or he's doing. Maybe they're studying more. Maybe they're not watching social media. Maybe they're not watching TV as much as you are. You don't know what they're doing. So maybe ask, find out, how is it that you can get all A's all once? Right? Find out. Don't just compare and then get defeated or depressed, because that seems like the way we tend to do. Then we start to murmur and complain that this house and this girl does things better and their life is better, and you're comparing your house that you don't have enough this, you don't have enough money compared to that household. And then what you're doing is creating a whole imbalance, of negative energy, and then it grows into like a big ball, and it gets worse and worse. Then the jealousy sets in, and the worrying sets in. Will my life ever be as good as what I'm seeing on social media or I see with my friend, you know? So we have to be very, very mindful to balance the thoughts, balance the emotions, balance the comparing, balance the complaining. We don't want to be complaining every day that my life isn't good. What about me? When am I going to do this? Take notes, speak to the person, maybe get some tips. How can I make my life to go in that direction? Then speak to your coach, speak to your parents. Maybe they will have some tips. Speak to God. How can I get my life in that direction? What is it that I have to do? They may tell you, well, first of all, you have to think that way about yourself. If you're thinking negatively about yourself, then more than likely you're not going to get there. So you have to start to think that, wow, I think I like that life, or I think I can, I'm going to find out more. What do I need to do? Maybe I need to eat differently, exercise differently. Lots of different things that you may have to do. You may have to think differently, right? So as we go to the next slide, but before we go, who wants to give just some examples? Do you have any examples of stressful situations right now or distractions that's causing you maybe to be a little grumpy, maybe to be a little where you're comparing or complaining or fearful? Is anybody brave enough to just give an example of any stressful situations? Anybody experiencing any stress? No stress?
So we have Nathaniel. Go ahead, Nathaniel.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. So I would say a stressor for me is maybe like as a young person, comparing myself to others.
Mhm.
Maybe not physically, but in terms of like, how far I'm going in life. Maybe I'm going too slow and just seeing like others go really quickly and getting all those opportunities. I'm like, where you're finding those opportunities? It's just like a lot to process for me. That's a stress of mine.
Right. Someone else?
Yes, a strength for me is that where I live, it doesn't have much internet. And when I go to school, like all my friends know the latest things on the internet, and I know nothing of it. So like I feel like I'm going too slow. I don't know much. So that's just my stress right there.
Thank you for sharing. Anyone else wants to share? All right. So everybody else is having no stress life. All right. So we're going to move to the next slide. So we're going to start on the left. This slide has a lot, but we want to mention balancing the spiritual self. So remember, the spiritual self is what you cannot see. Physical self is what we can see. That's the easy one. So the spiritual self is your mental chatter. Again, what you're thinking and believing and speaking about yourself on a daily basis. So if you realize as soon as we wake up, we start to think. And then so now what you're going to do is you're going to monitor. What am I thinking about? Okay, you're going to monitor and see where your brain takes you, see where your mind takes you. Does it take you down a positive road or does it take you down a negative road? Right? So pay attention what you think. So if you're thinking, I'm no good, I'm bad, I don't deserve, I'm just no good. If you're thinking thoughts like that, that's first of all, we just want to correct you right there. Remember, you are light. Your light is just a little dim right now, right? You're not bad. You're not wicked. I know sometimes as Caribbean, so I was born in Jamaica, right? Grew up in the Virgin Islands. I understand how sometimes Caribbean families can be. And sometimes the families will say certain things. Oh, you this and you're that, and your face favor this, and you're wicked like your papa, and all these different things. That you are light. Again, you are light. We're just a little dim, right? And yes, we get traits from our parents, but we're still light. So learning to balance in the spiritual self, the mind, and then the emotions. So we're going to monitor how you feel when you wake up. Every single day when we wake up, we can feel differently. Some days when we wake up, we feel, life is good, right? And then some days we wake up, you're like, oh my God, I feel bad, I feel low, I feel depressed. Just monitor it. Whatever it is, you just learn to balance it. Even if you wake up and you're feeling, oh, depressed, I don't want to go to school today, I don't want to deal with anybody today. Remind yourself that you have to balance you. You have to balance your mind and you have to balance your emotions. So you have to override it. You can't let your mind and emotions tell you what to do. You have to train it. You ever babysit like a 2-year-old and you tell that 2-year-old to sit? In 2 seconds, you got to go back and get the 2-year-old to put him back or her to sit. So that's how our mind is. We have to train it like a 2-year-old to say, no, we feel good. We're feeling great. We're feeling blessed. You have to train the mind like a 2-year-old and train how you're feeling. Acknowledge it. Don't beat yourself up. Not every day we're going to wake up feeling happy. But what you can do is remind yourself of how blessed you are. Look at the difference between the smiles and the energy here. It's not always easy to get to this point because of all the stress and the trauma. So again, we have to learn to balance. We have to learn to balance anger. We have to learn to balance comparing other people's lives, complaining about your lives. We have to balance desires, balancing fear, jealousy, sadness, worry. If you continue to be sad every day, it leads into depression. If whenever you see somebody that do something wrong, steal from somebody, kill somebody, set someone up, you know what happened? They let their feelings and their thoughts, they didn't balance them. They compiled and compounded their anger and their comparing and the desires. Desires are good. Desires are good in a sense where if you have a desire to be a doctor, to be an engineer, whatever that desire is for you, that's a desire that you need to fuel for you to do the work, the homework, the extra assignments. You need that desire. Someone else may have a different desire. They may have a desire to run track. So if they have that desire, then it's going to make them eat better, get up and go exercise and run, whatever it is. So don't underestimate desire. You just have to balance it. right? Because then you don't want to let these things go out of control. And now you're looking at somebody's lives and now you want to steal to get it, right? You want to go take. So we see a lot of scamming going on. That's people that have desires and they have goals, but then they want a shortcut in life. So now they let their desires control them, overpower them, go to the negative side. So now they feel like I can't do this, or I don't want to do all that work. So I'm going to come take yours. I'm going to come take your money and your things in your house. So that's how people begin to steal and get in trouble with the law, etc., because they did not balance, or even anger. Do you know of anyone that can't balance their anger, and when they get angry, they don't know how to balance it? So that's how important balancing is in our lives as young children, as teenagers, and adults every day, even in traffic as adults. If we don't learn to balance our anger, we'll end up fighting, or you see it on social media. You see all the videos of people not, especially adults, that did not learn to balance their mind and their emotions. And then where are they? In jail or in something, negative. So that's how important we have to discipline our distractions. Social media is a big distraction because a lot of kids are staying up late in the morning. And what are they doing? Scrolling through social media. Now, again, affecting, because now you're seeing this person's life and you're comparing, and then you get angry, and then you're complaining because your stuff is not coming fast enough. And how did they get there? But you didn't see the work that they did. You didn't see that they spend 2 hours after school learning more. You didn't see that they're doing gratitude and praying. You didn't see all that. You just saw the quickness on social media. So we have to be mindful. We have to begin to celebrate your wins. So you went from an F to a D, then to a C. Celebrate it. Whatever it is, stop complaining about your life and celebrate your life. That's how you balance it back out. Because if you keep comparing and complaining, you're going towards the negative side. So it's going to cause more frustration, more stress and worry. But when you celebrate, you look, you went from an F to a D. Woohoo! You're progressing. You only lost 1 pound instead of 5. Even as adults, we have to remind ourselves to do that, to celebrate our small wins, because we'll beat ourselves up. Okay. So the balance in the physical self is, I think, a lot easier. Well, it has its pros and cons too. So balance in the physical self is time management, balance in family, friends, school, social media, your social life, your personal health and well-being. There's a lot to balance. It takes a lot to live. So sometimes when we see people on the streets, sometimes people give up because they can't do the balancing anymore. So understand every single day when you get up and you say, thank you, God, for my life, you are choosing to balance, right? You're choosing to do the work, because when we see people that just give up, it's because they say, no more. I can't do this. I can't balance thinking or emotions. And now I got to balance family and friends and money and rent and car and all these things. So people sometimes check out of life because it's a responsibility. So it's good to understand young that life has responsibility to it, so that when you get older, you're not like, what is this? You know, we ever see kids graduating, coming out of high school, and then you see them 10 years later and you say, what happened? Life happened. Life can beat us up if we don't understand it. If nobody teaches us about budgeting and money and balancing your thoughts and your energy, it can beat us up. So that is why I wanted to share this information with you. So you know early on that you have to me, balance your mind and your emotions, right? Very important. So, um, let's do another exercise. Anybody kind of can say how they're managing when negative thoughts come up right now and negative emotions, or do you pay attention? Um, let's get a few participants to share how are you managing your negative thoughts? Or are you even aware? Brianna, go ahead.
So I draw, or if I don't draw, I just go for it.
You said you draw?
Yes, I do.
Beautiful, beautiful. So that's a good thing that you are identifying, and then you already have a plan in place. That's wonderful, wonderful. Next person.
When I get upset and have negative thoughts, I carry out my negative thoughts to think positive and give myself many reasons why I should not have negative thoughts.
Very good, very good. Anyone else?
Miss, when I have negative thoughts, I try to distract my mind and not think about it, and probably just do something else that would make me happy.
Beautiful. So you are already identifying and you know that that's not your normal, but this negative thought will creep in sometimes. So that's what I said. Don't beat yourself up. Identify it and go, I feel you. I see that I'm thinking negatively today, but we don't do that anymore. You talk to yourself. We don't do that anymore. Anyone else that wants to share?
Usually, when I get negative thoughts, I like to journal a lot. Yeah, that's what I do.
Very good. So we're gonna move on. So this is one technique that I wanted to share with you, beautiful, beautiful souls today. Mirror talk. So the eyes are very important. They say the eyes are the gate to the soul. So you can do this early in the morning when you're waking up. When you wake up and before you get ready, or as you're getting ready for school, you look into your eyes and you speak life about you. You tell yourself kind words, and we're going to just have we're going to do this exercise where I can see you, because right now I'm just seeing the PowerPoint. So we'll come back to this exercise, but understand that it's important to empower you and to say, good things about you, right? It's important to encourage you because we're not always going to have people to encourage us. Understand that. Not everybody have the same cheerleaders as family or friends or support system. So you have to learn to be your first cheerleader. You have to learn to tell yourself kind words to brighten your light. You have to pour into yourself from early. So when you're feeling those negative thoughts, yes, you do all these different things, but also speak to yourself. Tell yourself how amazing you are. And we'll practice that as we come back. I heard someone mention journaling, right? Journaling gratitude. Write down what you are thankful for, right? Gratitude is a high healing energy that calms the mind and the heart. Gratitude is also in the Bible. It says gratitude is medicine for the mind, body, and soul. God is love and light. Gratitude is a spiritual tool to get close to God and to brighten the light in you because you're calming, you're going to do some deep breathing. I like to be by the water, but you can be in the garden, your backyard. Nature is perfect anywhere. Even if you can't leave your house, find a little space in your house, a little area. Make it nice and put some nice little flowers, something around the area, and you just spend time in gratitude. We need that. We need this to balance. So when we come back, we're going to ask, what are you grateful for? Because I want to see the faces. So again, affirmations, another exercise that we're going to do. But I want to see everybody's face. I am beautiful. I am confident. I am grateful. I am health. We go on and on. Just think that you take a few seconds and you just tell yourself, you pour into yourself all this beautiful stuff about you. Sometimes our parents are so busy. They love us so much, but they're busy trying to provide and make a nice home for us. So they don't even sometimes remember to tell you these things as often. Maybe when you were a little baby, but now they're busy, but you have to continue it. Don't get mad at them. You continue it. Sometimes, especially women, we expect and we don't want to say these things to ourselves, but then we want our future partners to tell us these things. We have to lead by example and learn from early to tell us, I am powerful, I am kind, I am love, I am light. But when you do your affirmations, we don't want you to just repeat it and just be quick. I'm love, I'm rich, I'm that. No, 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 no. You take a few seconds and you just put your hand in your heart. And even if you can't do that, maybe you're in your classroom, maybe you're in line and you don't want to put your hand on your heart, but you just bow your head and you say, I am. And when we come back, when we get off screen, I want you to do an I am. I am a channel of, and we're going to go from A to Z, or as far as we can. I am a channel of abundance, of blessings, etc. And I want you to engage, but I wanted to show you the picture of using gratitude and I am affirmations and the better way to do it instead of just rambling. Just take it in, you take your deep breath. I am. So we're going to go off, and after we do our exercises, we're going to come back and do SMART goal setting with Miss Simone. So we're going to go back to the one exercise that, let's see, mirror talk. So tell us kind words. One phrase is looking into the mirror. I love you. So tell us, who wants to share things that you can look into your mirror and talk to yourself? This is all about you looking into the mirror. What would you tell yourself looking into your eyes? Who wants to go? Has anybody done the mirror work yet? Mirror?
I have done some mirror work, Miss Donna.
Wonderful. What do you tell yourself?
So Let me see. It's according to how I feel in the moment,
Mhm.
right? So, like, if I'm really looking to have a good and productive day, I tell myself that I am radiant, that I am kind to myself, that I am efficient, that I'm a superwoman, all kind of stuff. And it helps when it's repetitive, you know. So like sometimes I choose five and I say those five over and over and over and over until I start to believe it.
Yes.
And yeah, it works. It works a
Yes.
lot.
You are pouring into you and just even simply saying, I love you. Because remember, how awesome would it be if our parents had time all throughout the day to just say, I love you? We love to hear it. We always love to hear when people tell us, I love you. So we have to learn to tell ourselves. So we won't be so needy later on in life when we come across or when we get to the age to have a relationship, we won't be so needy waiting for that man to say, babe, I love you. Because we've never heard it before. But when you are telling yourself, and that's when we get into very negative relationships, because now that man is then feeding us, oh, babe, I love you. All these things. We are like thirsty. That's the new you kids say. We're thirsty for that. So then we just jump on the bad bandwagon. But if you're telling yourself early, I love you. I'm so proud of you. You could do this while you're walking. It doesn't even have to be mirror. While you're walking, gardening, cooking, empower you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you showing up today because you really didn't want to come on this Zoom. You really wanted to sleep and watch TV or go out. Some such and such was happening today. You preferred. But I'm so proud of you for stepping up to learning about yourself, to learning how to balance your mind and your emotions. So you have to begin to talk to you as like your parents and say, I love you. I appreciate you. So when you're talking into your eyes, it's very impactful because you're looking deep within you. I appreciate you. Say your name. I love you. So those are examples, okay? And then another example is gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful, and I say the Bible has so many prescriptions for us to balance our lives. Like think on good things, that comes from the Bible. Renew your mind, comes from the Bible. Cleanse your heart, comes from the Bible. Speak life, comes from the Bible. Forgive comes from the Bible. Cleanse your heart. Pretty much everything that I write about comes from the Bible. I call them prescriptions for the mind, body, and soul. So don't think these are techniques. Oh, you may not have heard of them, but they're all from the Bible. Okay. And even any books that you may, whatever your religion, whatever your faith is. Okay. Um, so gratitude. Sometimes we get into the space where we're not thankful. This and this is always wrong. Who can share things that they're thankful for in their lives? Because sometimes we have to remind ourselves to be grateful. So who has things that they can share of that they're thankful and grateful for? Who wants to go?
Miss, I'm thankful for waking up this morning. I'm thankful for having something to eat. I'm thankful to be in a safe environment. And I'm thankful just for the day that God has given us.
Man, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Who else wants to share what they're thankful for? I'm sure there's a couple more people that wants to share what are you grateful for. So it's important to identify, because if we don't identify, then we can easily slip into the comparing and complaining. So let's just dig deep.
Miss, I am thankful for having my parents there. So, when I meet up a problem in life, I know who to run to get help.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you. You're being grateful for family. You're being grateful for life, grateful for friends, family support. One more person.
All right, come on, ladies.
I'm
Thankful
thankful.
and great. Okay. Thanks, Malin.
Melanie.
I'm thankful for the session today because last session I had missed it, and it feels great to be back since the week has been very hectic. So this is a safe space to reflect and let my emotions flow.
Mhm.
And yeah, I'm really thankful for these sessions, actually.
Thank you. Thank you.
Donna,
It's
I would like to be grateful as well. And I'm grateful for this forum, right? I'm really thankful to you, Donna. You bring a different energy to this space, I must say. I'm thankful for all my partners who I haven't met, who have joined in this vision with me to empower these young ladies. I'm really, really grateful for this. I mean, I could not have imagined how many years ago when I started this foundation, and this is what it would turn to. I
Yes.
really, really am grateful for the people that I've met. We're like a family. I've made friends, through this, parents, and stuff. It's amazing. It really is an amazing journey for me. So I'm really grateful. So sometimes, when you think things aren't going
Mhm.
in, the way you want it in life, you really have
Mhm.
to reflect on what you have, and be grateful for it. So I'm grateful for this forum and for all of you who have joined in and shared that vision with me.
Yes, thank you. It's important because when we're grateful, gratitude gives off an energy. It's basically your signal into God that I have. And so when you have, you will get more. So it's actually it's a spiritual tip that I use. So when you're grateful, who likes to, do we, as parents or even children, you've seen what an ungrateful child is versus a grateful child. So we always want to be that grateful child in our lives and to our teachers, to our family, to friends, and especially to God. So we want to always be able to give thanks. So reduce the social media time and spend a little bit more time writing in your journals. Write down 10 things that you're thankful for. Think about it. Family, health, house, transportation, or if you don't, whatever it is, be thankful because that's how you send out an energy to get more things to be thankful for. So when we send out an energy of ungratefulness or complaining, we get more things to complain about. So understand how your mind and your emotions also interact. So gratitude is a perfect way to balance you when you go off into stress and worry and fear and complaining, because then you go, I'm thankful. Your health, your support, your family, your pets, your parents working hard, sometimes two, three jobs. You may not be exactly, and they may not have everything to give you right now, but be thankful for them. And that's gonna bless them too. So when you pray over yourself and pray over your family, that gives them extra blessings to come back to you. And remember, when the blessings come to you, don't just hoard the blessings. We must share the blessings. We came without it, and we're going to leave this earth without it. So share. Start to have a mindset of service, serving your community, serving in your school, serving in your home. The last exercise we're going to do is I am, and then we'll go with Simone. So we're going to do I am affirmations, and I have a new I call it mantras too. I have where I am a channel, and then we start from A. So I am, because I usually say to myself, I am a channel of God. That's one where I just kind of stay there. I am a channel of God. And think about that when you could be showering, cooking, cleaning. I'm a channel of God. I'm a channel of God. I'm a channel of God. You are now repeating. How do we learn? Remember, if we wanted to learn another language right now, we would have to practice. Repetition. Repetition is how we learn. So this is not magic. This is renewing. This is how we renew the mind. Although the Bible says we must renew the mind for transformation. So when we put the things in our mind, we are guiding it like a ship to where we want it to go. So if one person is over here guiding their mind to chaos and complaining and fear, they're going to go one way. And then the other one is over here saying, I am love, I am light, I want, I'm successful, I'm a beautiful person, I'm kind. That person is going to go another way. And so sometimes that's all that happens is people have different mindset in each house, even in the family. You can have siblings, and one sibling is a go-getter, and the other one is like, oh, I'm not even getting out the bed today. It's all mindset. So and you can't see it. So that's the spiritual side. So let's go. I am, and we're going to start off, I am a channel of abundance. I'll start off with abundance. And you could even say, we can say two of the same letter, but that's just to go. So we're going to go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way down. All right. So, and when you say these things, say it with the heart. I am a channel of abundance. And sometimes you stay there because now you're thinking, you're feeling, wow, abundance is coming through me. That's how you want to feel, like abundance flows through me. That's another way that I say it. I am a channel of God. Abundance, beauty, blessings flow through me, because you want the words to activate in your soul. That's the activation that you want. You're not just saying, da, 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 da. So it has to be mind and heart. That's the tip and the trick. Mind and heart. So let's go. So in case that we're on Zoom and we don't have the time to really do the heart and mind and heart, but let's just go. I am a channel of, and I'll start off, abundance. Who else wants to go? So let's make it quick. So we're going to go A to B. Oh, Aurelia, you start off. You are a channel of.
To me, I am a channel of ambition.
Very good. Very good. All right. Come on, let's play the game. I am
I'll
a
go next.
channel of.
I'm a channel of blessing.
Ooh, yes.
Nice. So who's next, ladies?
I am a channel of calmness.
Ooh, good job.
I am a channel of determination.
Very good. D.
I am a channel of happiness.
Wait, we got to do E. We're going through the alphabet. Tamika, so
I'm a
let's
channel of energy.
energy. Very good. Energy. F.
I am a channel of happiness.
Okay, we'll keep that for for F? Who's got an
I'm
F?
a channel
I'm a
of
child of faith.
faithfulness.
Oh.
Faithfulness. Thank you, thank you.
I'm a channel of gratefulness.
Gratefulness. And we already, all right, Tamika, come back in. You are a channel of,
Happiness.
yes.
Mm.
All right.
We have I.
I am a channel of insightfulness.
You see how these games make you think? All right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Jay?
I'm a channel of joy.
Thank you.
Mary Lee. K, we reached K. We have two Sapphires. One of the Sapphires. K.
Who wants to jump in and do a K?
K. K. Let's have Sapphire. Yeah, go ahead.
I am a channel of kindness.
Kindness. Lovely. L. Come on, ladies.
I am a channel of love. I
Love.
am a channel of love.
Very good.
M. Okay, so I'll call names. We have Jocelyn. M. Jocelyn and Dominica. And then we'll have Cheyenne. Okay, go ahead, Cheyenne. M. I'm a channel of. Ladies.
I am a channel of mindfulness.
Mindfulness. Wonderful. N. Let's do faith. Faith. I'm a channel of. N.
I am a channel of happiness.
N.
You should say nature or nurture.
N.
N is a hard one. How about O?
Who's next?
I am a channel of
obedience.
Okay. Who was that? Because I think Aisha was trying to talk at the same time. Who said obedience?
Tahiri?
Yes, I did.
All right, Tahiri,
I'm
thank
gonna,
you.
because as we grow older, this is going to be really important for you. I am a channel of opportunities. Remember, you have to call in your blessings. So we want to say things that we want to come to our lives also. Let's jump to R because Q is hard too. Or what did we do?
Resentfulness.
Oh, wait, we didn't do P. We jumped. We did O and then
I'm a channel of peacefulness.
yes.
Yeah.
Peace. Oh, yes, we want to be peace. I'm going to add one for P, one of my favorites. I'm a channel of protection, of promotion, all the things that we want for our lives. The goal is just to find words to, as you pour into your own lives, you're pouring like you're making a cake and you're putting the recipe in for your future. So as you say these words, that's what you're asking from God, that you want to be a channel of these things. So you're asking and you're mixing up the eggs, the sugar. The cake just doesn't come by itself. The cake has to have ingredients. And sometimes the cake can be dry or it can be delicious based on the ingredients. So we have to learn to put in the ingredients, so the opportunities, the promotion. Okay, R, as we wrap up, R, I'm a channel of.
I am a channel of resourcefulness.
Yes, very good. S, I'm going to say I'm a channel of support. That is one of the things that at any age, a lot of times we don't feel supported in what we're doing at home or at work or social life. So when we pour that into, I'm a channel of support, what we're doing is we're asking God, bring me support, bring them to me. And then you in return, be supportive to others. Don't just hold on. The blessings should flow through us, not just to us where we hold on to everything we're not given. The blessings flow through. Jocelyn said, I am a child of positive. Very good. T, I think we're on T. I'm a channel of
Triumphant.
I am
I
the
didn't hear
channel of truthfulness.
truthfulness.
Triumphant.
Oh, triumphant. Very good. All right. You?
I am a channel of understanding.
Mm, pretty good. Very, very, that's pretty deep. All right. Are we good? Do we understand one of the ones that we miss? G, I'm a channel of God. That's like my favorite. Because just even if you stay there and you don't do anything else, you want to become a channel of God, because then everything that's good flows from that channel. So if you don't remember, and as you build up your words, but it's good to if you say this and you put 26 words into affirmations, you're basically building your life. You're mixing up that cake with such amazing recipe. While someone may be mixing their cake just saying, I'm worthless, I'm no good. You're over here going, I'm a channel of success. I'm a channel of promotion. Do you see the difference? What you're putting in your cake matters, because when it bakes, when that person cake flop, and then they're saying, but wait, how come my cake flop all the time? Because the ingredients that you're putting into it is different from what I'm putting into it. I take time to bake my cake and to do my mirror talk and talk to myself and to tell me I love me and encourage and empower me. I take time for gratitude and to write down what I'm grateful for, and to tell God I'm thankful for my parents and my family and my friends and my support and my teachers and my counselors. I'm You have to start just being so grateful. You should have a long list of things that you're grateful for. And then your affirmations, knowing that you are a light and you are a channel, you are gonna walk and talk with a whole different attitude, because you are light. First of all, nobody can tell you nothing. You are light. You know how you say period? I'm light, period. I'm light. And then I'm a channel of God. And what does God come with? Goodness, blessings, grace, favor, opportunities, promotion, success, riches, renewal, health, wealth, happiness. Don't be afraid to say that you're a channel of success. Love, light, peace, harmony. There's a lot of, so just build up your recipe for your life. Pour into it, put into it. So just practice the game from A to Z and see what you can put into it. Because you're, instead of somebody else that have 2 ingredients, you over here having 20, 25 ingredients, making your cake better. Okay? All right. I thank you all for listening to me and sharing with me and playing our affirmation games with me. And that is going to be the end of my segment. And I'm going to turn it over to Miss Simone.
Thank you so much for that, Donna. As I said, you bring a different type of energy. I'm telling you, And we really need to be grateful a bit more. And I really hope that everyone will take away from this session gratitude, being thankful and, continually repeating that every day because sometimes we always look at the lack. We look at what we don't have, rather than what we have. And, one of the things we take for granted is, family, our parents especially. And I was just thinking this morning, before the session, that I'm so grateful to still have my mom in my life, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
yeah,
Because life can change
it would
and
be very different. I'm telling you, if I didn't, it came across my mind this morning, and I'm thinking, if I didn't have my mom in my life, it would be very different,
yes.
very, very different. It's allowed me to be able to live the life that I want, and
Mhm.
I don't think I'm grateful enough. Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, And my daughter has changed my life. This foundation wouldn't be here without her. It's called the Sapphire Miriam Foundation. And without her in my life, um, there are things you don't plan for in life. And it happens for a reason. And without my daughter in my life, this foundation wouldn't be here. I would be meeting all you wonderful, wonderful people, and I wouldn't be able to pour into other girls all over the world. It's really a dream come true. And, I want to be more grateful, really, for the people, in my life, honestly. So,
Yeah.
ladies, please don't take anything for granted. Please don't take anything for granted. Our lives could be very different if we're not grateful, especially for the people, the people in our lives. So, thank you so much, everyone. Thanks so much, Donna.
You're
So that just
welcome.
made me a bit, so just kind of excuse me then, maybe a little emotional there, but yeah. Right. Anybody wants to say anything before I move on to our SMART goals?
I
Which
would like
really
to
falls
say
in line.
thank you to Donna. Thanks a lot for that session.
You're
Helped,
welcome.
to understand the different things that we may be juggling on a daily basis, and sometimes we're not even aware of it,
Mhm.
and how to tackle that day by day, especially like with the affirmations, the mirror work, talking to yourself. Words have a lot of power.
Yes.
Yes.
So really appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Queen.
Yeah, they do. Words have so much power. It really brings a different energy to your body. And when you do it and you say it, you actually feel different, right? So it's not something to be taken lightly. I really want the girls to know. So once you lay this foundation now, you don't wait till you're 40 and 50 to start laying this foundation. You lay the foundation now. I'm telling you, there's a successful life ahead, incorporating that whole spiritual side and your physical side, as Donna said. So it's not just the physical that you can see, but there's that spiritual side. So what you feed your mind, the things that you look at, the people you're around, the conversations that you entertain, it really does, matter. All right. It really does matter. You might think it's just, oh, it's just that, but it really does matter. You're feeding yourself, you're making your cake. And when it turns out a particular way, then you can't blame anybody else but yourself because you have poured in those ingredients. So it matters what ingredients you pour into your cake for the results that you want to get. So we have Sapphire
Simone,
Carver.
you
Yes.
can these you ladies can teach this to your family. A lot of times when people are sick, it's because they've been harboring years and years of
Yes.
resentment and unforgiveness. Okay, Caribbean people, I don't know what it is that we carry these emotions. So understand, but when we go to the doctor and the doctor says you're stressed, what that is you're carrying all the negative emotions and then it turns into sickness. So if we can cause ourselves to be sick, we can also heal ourselves. So gratitude is a healing tool. So teach your family to spend time in forgiveness, writing down forgiveness journaling, writing down what you're thankful for, asking God. I also, one of my mantras is, I say is, I love me, I love you, I forgive me, I forgive you, I bless me, and I bless you. Three short phrases that you can say throughout the day. That's going to cover everybody's. You don't have to be specific. You're loving yourself, you're forgiving yourself, you're blessing yourself, but you're also, remember, sending that energy out to others. So that's something you can do over your family. If they don't understand to do this type of work, you can bless your family. You can ask for forgiveness for your family. And, follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Inner Vibes Consultant. And if you've got a situation, I can give you even more tips to tweak it for you personally.
Thank you, Donna.
Mhm.
Great. So we have Donna's support. Sophia Carvalho wants to say something. Go ahead.
Wait, you were talking about like making a cake. I feel like I wanted to add like you could take a slice of your cake and share with somebody else and maybe brighten their life and help them. You have your positive mindset. You could share with another person and maybe convert their mindsets into something positive as well.
Yeah. It's still
Yes.
limited. You have to teach them how to bake their own cake, because then that person will rely on you. You want to always take your slice. So we have to teach people how to bake their own cake, how to plant their own seeds.
Yes. Amazing. Melanie?
This entire session has been wonderful, and I have taken away a lot from it. But one thing I want to share is that I realized is that when we say positive things, it sets a good intention and it motivates us to work. It impacts our energy because if you say negative things about yourself, you're going to be thinking negatively all day, and where's the motivation in that? You're not getting motivated to change that. But if you think positively, especially before bed, when you go to sleep, you could do the mirror work at that time, or you could just say it to yourself right before you go to bed. It'll help calm your mind, calm calm yourself in general. And when you wake up in the morning, you want to sleep on a great note. When you wake up in the
Yes.
morning, that energy will resonate with you. And carrying that energy throughout the day will lead to a positive impact on the entire day. And if you practice that, it'll help manage your emotions and stress and everything in general. It
Yes,
helps
Melanie.
you become more energetic. And when people see you bring out that kind of emotions, imagine speaking to someone who, before you even approach them, imagine a situation where someone is not at their best and you're just in a happy mood, smiling. As soon as they see you, their mood will change. They will cheer up. And when you approach them and you speak to them in this tone, in this manner, they will immediately feel enlightened. And sometimes it will resonate with people as well, because sometimes have you ever met a person and they were so happy, so jolly, and then later on something immediately, well, not immediately, but later on something kind of stressful happens and you're feeling down, but then somehow you happen to remember earlier today I met this person, oh my gosh, she was so happy, and that immediately cheers you up because it shows that people care. You feel connected, if you know what I mean. Well, that's all I wanted to say, and yeah.
That's wonderful, Melanie. And nighttime, glad that you mentioned it. Nighttime is, we talk about putting the recipe to bake the cake, but nighttime is where the cake bakes, right? That's where And that's why it's important before we fall, instead of falling asleep watching TV, it's easy. We fall asleep watching social media. 15 to 20 minutes before, begin your affirmations, your mantras, whatever it is that's inspiring to you. Let yourself fall asleep. There is also another verse. Remember, everything that I get is a verse that says in the Bible about the nighttime as man goes off into sleep. So that is where the everything that you're thinking about, it's like it goes into that bacon. Whatever realm that we go into sleep, it's another realm, and that's why we're able to dream, and the dream feels so real. So there's a realm, and that's where I call it, and that's where the cake goes in the oven to bake. So you want to fall asleep with good things about yourself, not about stress and worry. That's the worst time to worry, is right before sleep, because you're baking that. So we want to bake love, affirmations. I'm a channel of God. Even if you just say one thing, I'm a channel of God, I'm a channel of God, I'm a channel of God, I'm a channel of God. You fall asleep with that. Not the bill is due, the rent is due, the car, this is broke, this is we have to learn these things. It's just that we weren't taught these things. And there's energy behind our thoughts, there's energy behind our emotions, there's energy behind our words. We have to be mindful and understand the spiritual side and the physical side. There's two sides. We weren't taught about the spiritual side. So that's my work. All right.
Yes, I was Simone. I think you read my mind. I was just about to call you. We have a story, Simone Roberts. We have a story I was going to share with you guys. So go ahead, Simone.
Thank you so much, Simone.
You're welcome.
I want to give you the opportunity to share our story, but I just wanted to hop in very quickly on the prior conversation concerning spirituality. First of all, my name is Simone, and I'm Sapphire's mom. And the story of how Sapphire became a gem and I met my namesake Simone, it's a beautiful testimony. And the testimony is very important because as much as we want to focus on being positive and surrounding ourselves with positive energy, I want you to do not discredit when your cake falls. Do not be discouraged when your cake cracks or it didn't rise or it didn't come out in the manner in which you wanted your cake to come out. Take that experience and learn from that experience, and that is how you'll be able to surround yourself in positivity. You say, my cake cracked, it fell, but at least the house didn't burn down. Not every day you're going to have a, but what you can take from your experiences, from stressors, those triggers, is at the quiet moments you analyze, what could I have done differently? Not to the point of overthinking, I should have and I could have, but take into consideration your contribution to the experience and the positive that you could have taken away from it. I would share from my perspective. Growing up, I used to think that because, the expectation is that you should always be jolly and cheery and have a positive attitude. And if you have something bad happens, just blow it away. But then what happens now is you start to hold on to all that negativity because you have never properly addressed. So you need to address the negative times, the bad times, the hard times when you fail an exam, and say, well, you passed 5 others. Why you stressing over that one? But you know how you feel about that, and don't let anyone make you feel small for that. Acknowledge the fact that yes, I failed, but yes, I passed others, and sit and look at the positive. Well, I failed because I need to pull up more in these areas, or maybe I was distracted, or I need to pay more attention to this. In that way, what happens when you meet someone else who is having negative experience, you are able to empathize with them. So you're not forcing positivity onto them, but you can empathize and share that experience. So then it will be genuine. Okay, this is just what I wanted to share with you all. Thank you so much, Simone, for allowing me the space to share that with your girls. And I would like for you to share that story of how we met. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Simone Roberts. We definitely would not go into the goal setting and stuff today. We would do it another day. I just want to change, based on time and also change the whole mood. I love how this is going. It's just really amazing. And you know, I tell you, life is so strange. Simone Roberts works at one of our former sponsors. They're not sponsoring this year, but she had called to give me the not so good news that they would not be, sponsoring this year. And in talking, she expressed interest in her daughter joining the program. So we were talking, and I said, okay, fine, yes. So she's Simone, I'm Simone. And I'm like, okay, well, what's your daughter's name? And her daughter's name is Sapphire as well. And I'm thinking, what a coincidence that she is Simone, I'm Simone, and we both named our daughters Sapphire. And then when I asked her the reason behind naming, it's a similar reason, of our daughters being precious and wanting them to have a very, shiny and, precious name, right? And that's why we named, we eliminated certain others because of certain reasons, and, we chose Sapphire. So it was just like, it was a moment that was like, wow, this is no coincidence, this is no coincidence. It's just amazing. I tell you, God just works in a mysterious way, and everything's just aligning. It's just amazing. So we have two Sapphires and two Simones here, right? So, yeah. I mean, I would like our Sapphires to say hi. Where are the Sapphires? The gems? Sapphire Claxton. And where is Sapphire Carvalho?
She's having a moment.
Ah.
And then she is a little upset because her last name is being pronounced incorrectly, as usual.
Oh,
so I told her,
sorry.
use this opportunity to give you all the proper pronunciation.
Of course she can. Definitely. Come on, Sapphire, tell me how it's pronounced. Come on, tell me.
I'm not as upset as she's making it seem, but
that's all right. You put in my place. Tell me how to pronounce your name.
It's pronounced Carabayo.
Carabayo. Am I correct? I'm not hearing you, Sapphire. Is it Carabayo?
Yes, Carabayo.
Carabayo. Okay, great. Nice. So we're not getting to see your face? We saw the other Sapphire. Right, lovely. Sapphire Carabayo. Nice. All right. This is a very special moment. Yes.
I find that so cool. That is not something that happens every day.
No, it's not. Believe me, it's not something that happens every day. It's amazing. And today's been really a wonderful session. It just causes you to reflect. It causes you to be so grateful, to be mindful of what you do, in life and how you contribute to your success, right? And we will do the other part where we talk about goals and more practical part in setting, we will do that one another time. We have Hillary here in Ghana with us. Hillary joined a short while ago. Hi, Hillary. Are you able to put on your camera? Are you able to say hi? Oh, there she is. Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
How
But
are
I was
you?
not finally. I'm fine. And you?
Great. Yeah, you weren't able to join earlier.
Yeah, but I'm enjoying the lecture, so I'm just listening to some. I was not able to join. God bless you.
Yes, same to you. And we'll send you the recording. And next week, please the Lord, will see you as well, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yes, ladies. So I am going to hand over to Deborah. That's our check-in at the end of our session as we look to wrap up. So Deborah and Dominica, let's do our mental health check-in.
Hello, come on. This is Delicious Deborah from Down to Earth, Dominica. How are
Totally different
you?
energy. Totally
Hi,
different energy,
Deborah.
Deborah.
Oh my God, just another week, sitting here, just being with family. I just love each and every one of you. Let me see those beautiful faces. Come on, Cherise, Aisha. This is a girl empowerment program. And our empowered girl here, we're practicing so that when we go in front of the public, we already have some experience of showing our face, of showing up. So this is a safe space here. We're not judging you. We just love you just the way you are. Even if your hair hasn't been combed, I don't comb my hair and I'm like, yeah, I don't care. I'm good. I'm happy. So if your hair not combed, you're still in your PJ, whatever, we just love you just as you are. And Mrs. Morgan, this was such a really inspiring and impactful program.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm 54 years old and I'm still learning.
Mm-hmm.
I am still learning. I'm always learning. Nature just teaching me. I'm looking around and there's lessons everywhere. We just have to look and we just have to pay attention. And, sometimes we just beat ourselves up. And as you quite rightly say, sometimes you speak to yourself with compassion, like a 2-year-old. How would you speak to a 2-year-old who's upset, who's tired? How would you speak to that 2-year-old? Speak to yourself so, with love, tender care. Like Natalia was saying, sometimes she's feeling stressed because she's feeling that she's not where she has to be. When she looks at the other people, her other peers, it seems as though they're ahead of her. It seems. I use the word it seems. Yeah, but I want to tell each and every one of you guys, you are right where you have to be. Everything is in divine order. Everything is in divine order. You are where you ought to be. And as Miss Morgan also said, you have to celebrate where you are. You could have been getting a D, but right now you're on a B. So that's the big celebration. You celebrate where you are because you know where you come from. You know what you've been through. You're walking in your shoes. Tomorrow in Dominica marks the 10-year anniversary since about 40 people in my community died. We had a tropical storm Erika. And this has devastated my village. A whole section of the island has been disconnected for 4 long months. We were getting in and out by slinging across this big gorge and ropes. And, it has been a big journey for us in this community. So tomorrow I will take time out to actually celebrate people who have lost their lives and all of that. And I'm a community advocate for change, positive change. And so I just mentioned this to you, that we always have to be grateful for everything. As a result of that big disaster, my business, I had a hotel business, has been directly impacted. But then I use that actually while we're rebuilding, while we're getting roads, to look into how I can still continue to serve my community, how I can still continue to be an impact. And I've created an NGO, the Caribbean Movement for Peace and Healing, where we look in serving women and children to rise above their trauma, to use their voice, and to thrive. We've been into school teaching about child sexual abuse. We've done the Mama and Me. Who remember the Mama and Me program we did with the Sapphire Miriam Foundation? So we've been doing a lot of work, and we have a good track record in actually reconnecting the southeast and the southwest of Dominica that was disconnected 10 years ago by a means of a breakthrough advocacy work. And it's just an amazing thing because a disaster happened, but then you grow and you what's the word I want to say? You evolve and you use what you have to grow something even bigger than yourself. Yeah, so always look at setback, it's a bigger comeback. So right now my hotel is just going to be even better because now I have more things like when you come in, is like you can come in like to detox, for example. I have the garden, it's grown beautifully. I have spent a lot of time in the nature, in the soil, because of the time I had developing and landscaping these things so that I can do retreats for women. you're coming, you use natural herbs from the garden, you make shampoos, and you ask coconut, it's a whole therapy thing. You ask and you release, you have competition, you're dancing with weeds, you're gonna pull weeds from the garden while you dance, while this natural hair shampoo is in your hair, and then you go on the river, the waterfall, and you just cleanse. So these are experiences over the 10 years that we have created because of a disaster happened. And then, it's just about growing and, celebrating where you are. And it's such a beautiful thing when you can show up for yourself, or your family, and show up.
Yes. Looking forward to that.
You there, Deborah? Something went wrong with her internet, probably. Yeah.
Story might, change somebody's life. Just one word. I do life coaching as well, and one word, you can just phrase, you can just make an impact, and you can change somebody's life. So always, at every opportunity you can share, and a kind word, even a smile. That is one of the best things you can wear. Even sometimes you might be feeling, but just smile. I'm just walking around the road, like a hyena. But I have pain in my knee because I damaged my leg, but I'm still walking around.
Yeah, I believe her internet is unstable.
Yeah, the internet's going in and out. Yeah.
Yes, she got, yeah.
Hi, Deborah, can you hear us?
Deborah, you were frozen for a while.
For a second
okay.
there, yeah.
Yeah, what I was inviting Aisha to share her poem. She has a poem she's written on overthinking. And I gave her the mic so that she can share her poem. Aisha, unmute the mic, please.
Oh, lovely.
Hi. So one of the ways that I kind of cope is by writing poems. So when we were talking, I kind of wrote a poem on overthinking. So I guess here it goes. Overthinking. Something happens, your mind's all over the place. You don't know what to do, just begging for space. Your mind is foggy, not knowing what to do. People thinking that you knew. What did I do wrong? What did I say? I didn't do anything. I'm just trying to find my way. What could I have done? What could I have differently done? Could I have won? Running through my mind, yet having to take my emotions and stay kind. Is it right? Is it wrong? It's like my confidence is gone. How can I stop this? Can I throw a dart and not miss? Not knowing who to tell but hinting, someone please help me, I'm overthinking.
Wow.
Thanks so much.
That is powerful. Highly intelligent people, they normally have big debates in their mind. They're always thinking, what if, and then we go down, that's one of those things of being highly intelligent. And then knowing how to actually calm yourself down and bring yourself back, into the present. And
Yeah. I mean, this is amazing. Sapphire loves to write poems as well. She writes her own songs. She does art and drawing and painting. These young ladies are so, I mean, when Aisha was, saying her poem, it just reminded me of so much of, of Sapphire and her poems. And these young ladies are so creative. This just gives me an idea. For the graduation, we're going to have a talent section. So the ladies are going to sing, they're going to do their poems. So start putting together your stuff for the graduation, ladies. We're going to have a talent section, right? So y'all are going to be able to display your art and sing your songs and do your poems and spoken word and that kind of stuff, right? I mean, I am so excited. Yeah. Yes, Aisha, there's a graduation on the 6th of December, and it's going to be in the San Fernando area. So start to get yourself sorted for graduation on the 6th of December. Okay? Yeah, we're going to have our persons from abroad coming in. It's going to be an absolutely amazing session. So we'll have a talent section, right? And displaying of your arts and all that kind of stuff. Anybody else who does poems or art? Raise your hand so we know who we have in that section. Who's singing? Well, Aralia will be singing for us, right, Aralia? Ah.
Yes, miss.
Nice. Okay. Melanie as well. You know, Aralia, something just came to my mind. So we may have a celebrity guest, Aralia, from your side. That just came to my mind as
All of that can
Aralia,
work out. Yes.
right in your house there, right?
Yes.
The lovely. Oh my gosh. I can't wait for December the 6th. So this is gonna be Aralia, you will organize that talent section, right? Aralia is
Sure.
responsible for organizing that talent section. We're gonna have a special celebrity guest as well, right? So Sophia wants to do something for that as well. Okay, who else?
Oh, I see Miss Caesar from Dominica wants to share something. She just had her hand up.
Tanya?
Oh, no, I had my hand up because I'm really into drawing. So if I were to be in the talent show or, I would draw something and show you guys.
Okay, so start to get your drawings together. So, right?
Your
Lovely.
poems, your song, your comic shows, whatever. If you're a comedian, you can come out.
Yes.
You know what? You're passionate about. Come on and share. That would be so awesome.
Yes.
And you
Yes.
you never know who's watching, and
You never know who's watching.
You have to step out and show the world your craft. Hey, look, I am passionate about this. I am good at this, and doors will open once we show up.
Oh, yes, doors will definitely open, I can tell you. You never know who's watching. I like that one, Deborah, for real. So this is an opportunity for the young ladies to display their talents. It's going to be amazing, absolutely amazing. We want to have like an entrepreneurial section as well. So those who are entrepreneurs, you can make your products and we could display them and that kind of stuff. So Melanie, we have some entrepreneurs in the house. Melanie. Janae is not here today. I noticed she's missing. Janae is another entrepreneur. So we're going to have an entrepreneurial section, right, guys? Yeah.
I am loving
Right.
this.
So,
Yes.
Doing nails and hair and all of this, you can do a demo, right
yeah.
now.
Oh, yeah, we have Sharice is doing beauty. Yeah.
Right.
Lovely. So she'll be part of that entrepreneurial section as well. Anybody on the other entrepreneurs? Anybody else doing anything that they would like to showcase?
I do
All right,
sewing.
so start thinking about it. What's that, Shadika? No, Shadika sews.
So is everybody feeling right now? Empowered, pump up, ready. Bring it on. How's everybody feeling right now?
Yay!
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Come on. Let me hear how everybody's feeling out of a 10. Based on this session, you came in, you feeling a little bit more inspired and hopeful and grateful, and give me out of a 10. How you feeling right now?
10 out of 10. I can't wait for December.
Sorry for December.
Right.
Yes.
Great. A 10 out of 10. Nathaniel says she's feeling inspired.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for me, I did my hair over the weekend, I think yesterday or the day before.
It's pretty good.
How's everybody else feeling right now?
Feeling
Aurelia?
great.
You're feeling
Great.
great. I'm feeling
Yeah. Yes, I'm feeling great as well. It's been a wonderful session. Absolutely amazing. Yeah.
Thank you, Morgan, for sharing and for showing up.
Yes.
You gotta tell me how you feeling.
Yes, can Tamika to tell us how she feeling?
I'm feeling happy and joyful.
Lovely.
Wow.
Happy and joyful. Great. We're glad to have you, Tamika. You look just like mommy. Yeah. She resembles you, Sharika. Just like
I
you.
don't have our favorite.
You don't have a oh, Shanika and Tamika. All right, ladies. So Deborah, you can wrap up. And Aurelia, I'll get ready to play the closing song. We thank everyone for coming today. And I'm just gonna hand over to Deborah to wrap up, but I'm just saying thanks to all our partners, thanks to the young ladies. We thank our sponsor that's on board at the moment, the Unit Trust Corporation of Trinidad and Tobago. Without them, it would not be possible to have this, and we will have more sponsors on board shortly. We thank everyone who has poured into this program over the past few years and in the future to come, right? So thanks, Hillary, for coming. All right, so Deborah, you go ahead and close off, and then Aurelia will play this song.
Okay, ladies, what I want you to take away today is we need to eat less and breathe more. We need to take in more oxygen. And so at every opportunity, maybe you can be feeling stressed, you connect to your breath. Inhale deeply and exhale. Stay comfortable with me. Let's just do a little couple of deep breaths here. Connect. You're just feeling as though this is the last breath you can take and just taking as much as you can. And then exhale, bring the shoulder down. We're gonna do this another 2 times. Inhale, bring the shoulder up. Exhale, give me audible. One last time, inhale. Wrinkle the neck. And then bring your palms together. And give thanks. All right. Nice. All right. Over to you, Aurelia. I give thanks. I give thanks.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Before we close off, I have a question.
So go ahead, Melanie.
For the graduation, I might be in the entrepreneurial section or the art section, right? So if I were to treat you all to something, how many would I have to make? Like approximately?
We're not sure as yet. So near the time, we will finalize the numbers, right, Melanie?
Okay.
Yeah? Okay, great. Thanks so much. I appreciate that. Guys, I'm so excited. I can't wait for December the 6th. Yay. All right, so go ahead, Aurelia. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a good lunch and see you next week, please the Lord. Thank you, ladies, for joining.